I'm like, if you can do that, like put that same discipline towards whatever you're trying to do. Like, if you're trying to be a parent, put that same level of discipline. You're trying to be a linchpin employee, put that same level of discipline. You're trying to be an entrepreneur, there it is. Like, but somehow people get it physically, but they don't necessarily get it mentally.
Right.
And so once you're prepared to put that kind of blood, sweat, and tears, and really like, I mean, think about how much it sucks when you're in the middle of one of those workouts. You feel like you want to vomit. The sweat is pouring off your face so much that your eyes sting. Like and at some point in that workout, you're like, why am I doing this?
Yeah, exactly.
Right? But you also find the grit to persevere. Like you push through that. You find a way to deal with that voice. Right. And I'm just saying, if people can apply that to the rest of their life, and this is certainly what I did in mine, if you can find a way to apply that to the rest of your life, it is truly limitless what you can do.
Good morning. Here with Durs right now, heading in his Suburban, heading to the Meltdown in the Desert. It's 7:30. VT rolled by last night, so we were sitting there chopping it up for a few. Really great talking to him, and even this morning, man, had another great conversation as always. So we'll link up tonight. This Meltdown, it's going to be going until 6 tonight, so 9 to 6. It's going to be a long event, knock out a lot of interviews over there, and get to meet a lot of people, man. It's one of those social media conferences, and where these guys and gals are telling their experience on how to build, you know, several different topics. I can go over the agenda a little bit later, because I still don't even know the entire agenda, but it's going to be an awesome event. I'm excited for everything today. Here's the location behind me. It's called Galvanized. I think it is somewhere right here in this area. Hello, how are you? Doing well, thank you. Yeah, so that's where the event is, going back here where she's walking. Looks like it's starting to get a little bit more packed now, but we're gonna go set up this equipment, grab it out of the car. We're gonna be upstairs on the second floor and just get everything synced up and ready to rock. They just opened up the doors to the Meltdown in the Desert right now. Got the man Durs to my right.
What's up, baby? Making it happen.
Got everybody up in here, the entire crew. It got packed. So you see the man right here. How you doing, bro? With the Impact Theory shirt. I like that.
I did that purposely.
Huh? You see, they got the entire crowd over here in this area. It got packed really quickly. Yeah, we can go up top. So behind me is everybody. We're gonna go up top in this area. You see the Meltdown sign over here. Right there, looking sweet. They got the host over here. Or like the announcers or something. But it's a dope area, man. They have a really good turnout. They're about to do the opening speech with, I think Kolby's talking. Yeah, Kolby's gonna kick it off, and then they're gonna have their first, the man Danny. Right here. How you doing, brother?
Doing well. How we doing? Yeah.
We haven't seen him in what, 3 weeks or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So get going.
Good to see you again, brother.
Good to see you.
Yo, you gotta check out your vlogs. What are your vlogs? What's the where can I find it?
YouTube.Danny Hoefelmann.
Okay.
Hoefelmann.
We'll have that linked up and everything.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Really
it's
good
a long
vlog.
name. Give me some accountability there to keep it going.
Dude, now you're gonna be on there. People are gonna go subscribe to you.
I appreciate that. I need that.
Hell yeah,
so,
brother.
Awesome.
Always a pleasure, Danny.
Thank you, Jeff.
Who's this guy right here? Who's this guy? What's up, brother? How you doing, man? How you doing, man? Good to see you.
You too.
Man, what's new?
Oh, not much.
No?
Not much. Loving it.
How's
Nice
the
hot
trip?
weather. Awesome.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Hot as shit down here, huh?
Hot man.
I saw an interview with him, and he was talking about why he retired.
Okay.
And it was interesting. He said, I just can't eat that much food anymore.
That's crazy.
Sure.
He said, I just cannot eat that much food anymore.
It's a lot,
Yeah.
man. Like, you're talking about tens of thousands his calories a day.
He talks about
He
being
looks-
like reverse disabled because you're
Really?
so massive. You know?
Interesting.
He's like, I'm like a disabled person, even though I look aesthetically like pleasing. He's like, it's a disability for me to move around at this weight.
You're not functional.
Yeah.
It's crazy, but yeah, I saw the same thing, man. Jay
So-
Cutler's a good.
It's so funny on my phone.
Knocked out the first podcast of the day. It was with Scott Duffy. He runs Business and Burgers, as you can see on this sign right here. And he worked with, well, he got, was it mentorship by Tony Robbins?
Yeah, so we worked Scott's got a pretty interesting story. He worked with under Tony Robbins and Richard Branson.
Yeah.
You know, if you don't know who they are, you've probably been under a rock for a while.
Yeah, some
But he's helped launch a number of products that have gone viral for a number of different companies, and right now he consults for Microsoft, and that's where the concept for Business and Burgers came from.
Yeah.
So they have he's a co-host on a podcast that is specifically for business and entrepreneurs, and it's just so happens to be done over burgers.
Yeah, eating cheese.
It's pretty interesting concept.
Pretty nice concept. And his co-host there is Alan Taylor. I'm gonna check that show out. I feel like I've heard the name before. I haven't listened to the show at all, but really cool cat, man. He's based out of, was it California? What city? Newport Beach, California.
But what I'd really like to do right now is I'd like to introduce a very special guest, Tom Bilyeu. So Tom is like, first of all, it's just killer to be here with you because yeah. So we have a lot of health and fitness and nutrition people that are in the room, and what many of you probably know.
So many people, we were having this conversation right after I spoke. Somebody came up and we were talking about kind of where everything is relatively speaking, like how people that are struggling with depression are worried about yesterday, all the shit that happened that's already dead, and people are struggling with anxiety are worried about tomorrow, and there's like no control over it. And I realized that like one of my favorite quotes is, "You are who you are today because the choices and decisions that you made yesterday."
Finished up the episode with Sean Whalen, owner of Lions Not Sheep. Really great episode. It went about 53 minutes. Our next interview or podcast is with Tom Bilyeu, owner of Impact Theory and Quest Nutrition. He's the co-owner or the co-founder of Quest Nutrition. So that's going to be a fantastic interview. Tom Bilyeu is the guy I've been wanting to meet and link up with. So I met him probably about an hour ago, and he agreed to be on the show with us. I'm pumped. It's going to be sick.
And so really beginning to learn what it looks like to build your self-esteem around something that's empowered, right? So instead of being smart, focus on being the learner. Instead of being right, focus on identifying the right answer. And so these were these, and I remember the moment that it happened, and just making that shift and realizing if I actually want to pursue my goals, then I need to build my self-esteem around something that will intrinsically move me towards those goals. Sure. And so I switched my whole identity and my sense of pride over to being a learner. Mm-hmm. And so that just changed everything, because now I could be proud even if I was wrong. Now I could be proud even if I wasn't the smartest person, because I could set my ego aside and sit at somebody's feet and say, what do you know that I don't know, right? And get good at like getting people to tell you those things. And so that was utterly life-changing.
Finished up the last interview for the day that I think we're doing. It was with Tom Bilyeu, co-founder of Quest Nutrition and founder of Impact Theory. Incredible interview. That guy is super deep, man. That was a fun show. Went about an hour total. Yeah, 58 minutes it went. So it was good. Super nice to have him on the show, man, and just to open up his time and his schedule to us. Just, it's crazy to believe we're a year into the show. Last week we released our 52nd episode. Time flies. So we're pumped to see where everything goes, man. It's been a fun journey with this guy over here. On to bigger and better things as always, man. Keep moving and adding value to this world. Done for the day. Take care, brother. Done for the day. Tom Bilyeu's speech was incredible, man. Went on for about an hour and a half. So since we're done, we'll be back tomorrow at 7:30. Y'all take care. Have a great one. Yo, have a great night. Hit me up if you need anything, bro.
No worries. Thanks.
My man Ant.
Good to meet you, bro.
Yeah. So I'll be here about 7:30 again tomorrow. I think we have about 4 or 5 podcasts lined up. That about right? So, be fun, man. I'm gonna be up for the rest of the night. Have a few videos to cut up. I think 3 total. And back at it again, man. 7 a.m. What's that, New Mexico? Holla! Today was an incredible day, man. I can't even explain it. Spoke with amazing guys. It was Scott Duffy was our first interview. Then it was Whalen. Then the last one was Bilyeu. Man, that was incredible. I've talked about it before. Bilyeu, I've had him on my list of goals as a person that I wanted to meet, because I've just followed his work for so long, since he started Quest. To be honest with you, his story just as an entrepreneur is just incredible to me. How he's been able just to scale that company at an exponential rate when Quest was growing. It went from, it said 2010 to 2013. The growth, like the average growth of a company is about 8% in a year. And the growth of Quest, they did 57,000% growth. And that's just incredible. He said when he had a company before that him and his co-founder started, they left that company and created Quest Nutrition. And he said in one day at Quest, they made more in one day at Quest than they did an entire year in the other company. That's incredible, man. But even further, even outside the success of Quest, is the fact that I've been watching his podcast and just really starting to explore his mind and how he thinks, his thought processes and the people he interviews is just incredible to me, man. So that was one of those major goals, was to meet him and explore his mind. And you know what it showed me, and I learned so much today from all of the guys, but what I really learned, and especially from being around people who are, extremely high performers, is that they are just levels ahead in their knowledge, and it comes from just reading. That's what they talked about. As long as you read, always be reading. That was the number one piece of advice that Tom gave. It's like, the more you read, the more success that you have, because the people who write these books, they're dumping all of their knowledge and mentorship into these books. So even though you may not meet these people in person or have like that face-to-face interaction, you're having their mentorship that's being guided through their words and their books. So that was just a huge lesson that I learned. And my dad's always said that to me. And my sisters and brothers and sisters growing up, and my mom and dad always said that, just read. And I didn't do it a lot as a kid, I'll be honest with you. I didn't understand the value of reading, and I never took it too seriously. But as I've gotten older, more mature, and started learning more, the more I've read it, and it's been extremely impactful in everything that I've done and continue to do. So that was the differentiator. They said the more you read, the more success that you'll have and the more skills that you gain. I mean, the more you'll be worth in any career that you decide to go into, whether it's entrepreneurship or just working for somebody. But that was just an incredible message, man. My day was fulfilled. I mean, just meeting all those guys, and I can't explain it. It's crazy to see how far we've come in such a short period of time with the podcast, with the vlog, with the businesses that I'm working on, with the apps and everything. It's incredible, man. So today was very inspiring, and it makes me level up even more, because just seeing at the levels these guys perform, and I'm just taking Bilyeu for an example. Man, you look at the caliber and the productivity and the quality of work that he puts out, and the amount of effort that he puts in, man, that's an entirely different level. And it just made me realize, like, I'm not performing anywhere near that level, and I have to step my game up. And I've talked about it before, like surrounding myself with the right people and reading the right books and, doing the right things, learning the right skills, and ramping it up, man, to an entirely different level, blowing it out the water. So that's something that just rang true for me today. And also gratitude. Gratitude was huge with every conversation that we had. They said the first thing they do in the morning is just give gratitude, thankful for another day. It's wild, man, how today turned out, but it's incredible. I'm super thankful for today, man. I was meeting so many fantastic people. The Meltdown in the Desert was an incredible event. Heading back there in the morning, so day one was awesome. But I was gonna say, I don't want to ramble on anymore. I'll talk about more of the lessons that I've learned in a follow-up, but man, I'm pumped for day 2. I hope you all have a great night, and we'll see you bright and early in the morning. Take care. Have a great night. Peace.